right, there we go. All right, welcome everybody to the October edition of the Forest Park Southeast Neighborhood Association meeting. Want to say some ground rules first. If you're online, please enter your questions into the chat. If you're here or online, please no interruptions. If you have a question, raise your hand and always behave with common courtesy. Cool. Agenda for today, we'll open it up for public comment. If you guys have anything you'd like to share, we'll go through the treasurer's report. Officer Walker here with a handful of handouts plus some gun locks. She will cover the crime and safety report. Ron Coleman should be here. He'll cover some neighborhood updates. Michael Butler from the Recorder of Deeds office should be here as well. And then we'll go into some events and news happening around the neighborhood. Open it up to public comment. Anybody have any concerns, questions, feedback, ideas? Yeah, what's your question? Yes. Yes. So they do the curb cuts and yes, they do the curb cuts and the ADA ramps first. And then they will repave, so strip off all of the pavement and then repave it so it'll be flush. Yep, it'll be flush with those ADA ramps. Great question. I don't have an answer. I can ask Michael and see if he knows if Streets has a date on when they'd like to. I don't believe so. Oh, there you go. The ADA ramps, when are they supposed to?
Like I said, it's in a tail this year, this so they're gonna come back and
Oh,
fill up to the current level temporarily, so we can pay next
okay.
when.
It's the streets department. They work on their own schedule.
I reached seven up to the case. They can probably have a.
Any other questions, comments, concerns, feedback? Yeah. Yeah, so Cami hosted phase 2 of the wildflower planting over in Shoto Park. Right across from us. A handful of volunteers made that happen, but Cami is definitely the lady in charge to lead that effort. I think there's another phase coming next year to finish it out. And there's some other plans to make improvements to the park that the infrastructure committee is working on separately. So, but yeah, shout out to Cami.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Great. All right, move on to the treasurer's report. I'll turn it over to Evan to do a quick one.
All right, yeah, we'll make this quick. The normal $6.99 Zoom, $374 and change for website hosting. We had $2,000 donation for the Great Gathering, which then obviously went right back out. Actually, the ending is 2,659 and 74 cents.
Looking at September.
Oh,
October's not over. Yeah.
Oh, I may have, well, maybe I screwed up the chart, but, oh yeah, because it hasn't, well, no, it was,
So looking at the month of September, yeah.
yeah, we're looking, but it was paid out in September, so the end, well, okay, I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
yeah, so, okay.
We can update that.
Yeah, either way, we've gotten some significant donations this month, which is great, so our balance is doing just fine. We're looking at, I know I got a request of possibly putting up some dog bags and containers along a fence around my neighborhood. So that's not going to be expensive, and that's right by my neighborhood, so I can own clearing those out weekly. There was a stretch where I think.
Huh? Is it on Newstead there?
Right there on Newstead, that
yeah.
corner with the fence where Newstead and Swan, where I think it's the apartments, people let their dogs go all along that. And then so some of the neighbors have been complaining about the smell. So we're talking about putting up some containers with dog dropping bags, and then maybe something that is a small container that then I could own since it's right next to my whole apartment and clean up. And then, so if other people have other ideas like that,
People want to part off.
okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've gotten good donations and we're in a pretty good spot, for the next year, but donations are always appreciated. You can give cash or check or Cash App.
Since the work.
The Cash App does work. The Cash App, we had some issues temporarily with the Cash App. Cash App is back up and working. We're still working on a permanent solution because right now it's under now officially my name. They would not accept it not being under a person's name anymore. So there may be changes coming with that. I'm still trying to figure out if we can get some sort of waiver so it's not under a personal account. Because I don't know, that seems like
For
it
tax
could be,
purposes.
yeah, right, for tax purpose and stuff, but we'll figure that out. Long term, right now, we can still use Cash App. I'll just crack it, talk to yeah, just make sure that, anyway, so, but we can probably get, so there's charges for business accounts, so I'm trying to talk to Cash App about getting like a nonprofit waiver so we don't get charged 15 cents per donation or whatever it is. Sure, I suppose we could just deal with that, but that's not an idea. And there's 15 cents, then there's a percentage too, so we'll see. I'll contact Cash App and then maybe Venmo and see if one or the other gives us a better deal or can waive a fee completely. So that's for the future.
Cool.
Any questions?
I just want to note that for awfully long time, cash and checks were routine method of transferring money back and forth among the payments.
That's true.
Before that, it was trade and barter.
It's very interesting to see an apology being put out for only having.
I'm happy. You can always give me a check. I literally, it's, the bank is 2 minutes from my door. So I love check. That's fine.
Wow.
So anyway, but yeah, we'll put up a container with bags for cleaning up dog waste, and I'll work on that and hopefully have it done by next week. So, and then along with the fence line at Swan and Houston.
Cool. We'll move on to crime and safety updates with Officer Walker.
So not a whole lot of claims or concerns coming in from the residents. We did have a big incident a couple blocks down at Airbnb versus shot fired. Pretty much sounds like the party was paid, everybody was told go, what was over. People decided, change out in order. Someone else decided they wanted to pump off 2 rounds, so this shots fired came out of.
What was the location of that?
4300 block show right out in front of Don. They actually had one of our conference room windows got shattered throughout that mess, and a couple of folks that attended the party that they were robbed. They're not being cooperative, so I'm sure they know who it is, and maybe some fight for retaliation will come back and forth with some about that. Shall see. They don't stand next to religion, so people have some fears about that. People coming down to the party, things happen. I want to say, kind of residents. So candy giveaways coming up. We're going to be giving away candy at all the air stations from 4 to 6 on Monday night. So if you guys want to invite us to kiddos and want to come by and grab candy, out there, liaison, also be out giving out candy. We have the annual Guns and Posts event coming up. It's at Enterprise City Master Southern those tickets. Gun lots, we've been trying to get those out there, so I'm starting to bring them at the meetings and other events. If you have a gun, somebody with a gun, we have for free. I bought some tonight and grab some. They want to come by the stations, we have them out at the stations also. Just a little neighborhood tips for those who have trick-or-treaters that want to be out. I did bring some information regarding scams tonight. So I know a lot of websites have been hacked and people are getting scam calls and texts. So this is just some information you guys kind of read over and report issues, if we're having it. Back down to the neighborhood, NIS stuff, not, oh, sorry, scholarship service information. That's basically all the instances that we get a call for you guys. I run those every week, send them out to the neighborhood association, all the time. And that's just kind of give you an idea of what's going on in your neighborhood. And that's basically the spreadsheet back here. And it's just come up with dates, the 100 block. I don't give out addresses, the complete address, because I don't know when to say, hey, I might call in and my address will show up, so I only give out the 100 blocks. But if there's something on there that you want to follow up and get information about, you can contact our records division, get them that, peak number that's on here or the complaint number, they will, give you information that's available to the public. Sure, so they be not a lot that they go with that, but just kind of, keep talking about, not just about the full address, unless it's something like a business that wants it for their, records, and I do have a apartment building, she likes to have information, make sure you know we're on top of the instance with our team. Than that, we don't have a lot, I did put the information over regarding the SNMPD website, if you guys haven't had a chance to go on there. I encourage you to go on there and update it a few months back, you kind of go on there and see crimes, crime rates going on here, along with crime stats and other, information they put out there, so you can kind of see what's going on in your neighborhood also. They don't give the cost of service that I attach on here, but they do give you like, say it's say maybe a part one crime like a robbery or homicide or something like that, that information will be on there, up on your neighborhood. Other than that, that is basically all I have. Again, I did receive a call regarding, noise complaint at 4139 Manchester. I spoke with the owner, so she's been aware and advised of the complaints of Chop House. So she knows, I guess we're gonna see this, Ron, you were able to see that, and I spoke with the caller about it. So hopefully it kind of died down, she just told me, it was her son, and he has a band. They were playing with kids, but, her other callers, they said it's something different, so. Of course, you can take that up, but license that is also, I'll try to get in contact with them about it, we're gonna have to receive the call back. And then that is all I have for you guys, I did put my number and email down there, so if it's something you guys wanna talk about, one-on-one, you can call them, you can email them, if it's something you wanna know about, in Pacific, before we send that information the way I have it on me, we can talk about it also.
Cool. Any questions for Officer Walker?
What is a direct patrol, is that?
That is basically the officers coming out, area, camps in the area, driving down the street, calling out any businesses, going into a place of this, things like that. And with the SSI, you see that there's a shots fired investigation, and that's basically us coming up, following up off of shots fired, because the people come out, and recount the areas, for shell casings, to kind of, see what we've been doing to collect those shell casings, kind of going back and kind of running with the lab, see who all these people are able to reserve, these shell casings, familiar with, like, drugs people, who shooting in Forest Park Southeast, or the same people that may be shooting over in March County neighborhood. So we've been doing that, some shell cases come back to the association that, for other incidents in other neighborhoods, and some haven't. So you'll see that on there also, so that's just us coming out, following up on those shots fired calls, direct controls of this, the officers canvass the neighborhood, they may be on a particular block, they may be coming through the intersection, like I said, I'll call my name is.
I have something, so 4200 Market Vista, the previous owner of American Automotive, the van and Boylan, he moved all of his cars on that lot, off the lot, onto the streets. Many of them don't have plates. Getting lots and lots of complaints, we're able to tow some of them, but not all of them. Now there's a big white box truck parking overnight, 4200. Is there any way we can just get all the cars in that block that aren't plated?
Yeah, I'll be by there and we'll see it and also pour it off the park and wherever it's fit, come out there and price and teeth and do her job also, I say.
That and then the tow truck on the corner of family members. It's.
Yeah, it does. Cool. Anything else? Awesome. Thank you, Officer Walker. Next, turn over to Ron with neighborhood updates. I'll come over. It's probably better if you come over here next to me.
For my agenda, I would like to say that we are scheduled with one pickup, I know it's so far. But it will be picked up by the end of this week. No, it's the week starting Monday, you're supposed to have things out by Monday, okay, and then when they go, they work through this district. They get it by the end of the week, so yeah, oh, if it's not picked up by, say, Thursday or Friday, then give me a call when it comes to 6:30. Is that tire still in the car?
I would ask that check, though. The tire still in the car, it's been 3 months now.
It's,
I
yeah,
mean, I just
down
wanted
in
to
the
dust myself, you don't want us to do that, especially for something done.
Parks and Vision.
And anyway, I make a deal, if they don't pick up my goal, I'll take it to the companies.
Maybe another week. Yeah, so we're gonna be planting a few trees in the neighborhood, if you see one planted in your neighborhood or in front of your house, please ensure it's watered. We don't let them, they need, trees need to be watered even in electricity. It can get very dry in relation. So keep that in mind. Again, we talked about, I brought up the there on the cars, that's a big complaint I do a lot about. Yeah, anything else? Sure.
I don't know if it's yet, but last week when I was around, I reached all the household grounds.
On the pedestrian bridge over the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure whose license are, it might be the hospitals, or MoDOT, I thought check on that, but thanks for. That's sort of.
Any idea how long the street plates on Schroeder are gonna still be there and the rock pond?
I do not, but that's a fire thing, so. Check with them. But I know that came up, that's been coming up at the last few neighborhood meetings. They've been in this neighborhood before. And then, so we just said, their utility, but I'm trying to work with them. I'll try to get you. That's like. What else? Development use, I know we're still trying to find a way to get these. Homes demolished, just for behind by the road sign, so. That's, we think we're gonna be able to do emergency demolition on a couple of those, for that, you know. And North Point is still interested in the project on Kings Highway. They're just working on financing some other things. It's not dead, for sure.
Is that project on Kings Highway referring to both of the sites?
Stage one, so.
So it's the Oakland to Arco site?
Yes.
Okay.
You said this page looks good, we'll get the crosswalks driving in shortly.
So, what about, so the new ramps on Taylor still don't have asphalt?
Yes, we talked about that, what do you got here, we are going to crank those up, we're not gonna be able to pay Taylor until next week's September. So. Kings Highway, doing it in phases, but they've done up to Linville now, so that's nice.
Are they not getting any adjustment for the years too?
Manchester is, yeah, that's the MoDOT project, and they're facing that in, they're starting further east and working your way west. So I'm not sure when you're going to get into this section. Okay, you know where to find me. Thank you all for contacting me
Yeah,
during the month. I'm here.
yeah,
Feel free to keep it.
you got it.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Ron. Next we'll have our guest speaker, Michael Butler. Yeah.
Good, how are you? I'm Butler, I'm the reporter of the city, you little game outside. How many of you guys know what the reporter of these office does? Great, one here. Two, that's better than most. Love it. What do we, so we handle all the land deeds of the city, and all the birth certificates, death certificates, marriage license, city. When you deal with your property or important documents in the city, we handle that in the recorder of deeds office. Just a little bit about me, I've been the recorder of deeds for the past 7 years here in the city of St. Louis. Prior to that, I was a state representative for this area, for this neighborhood, for 6 years in the Missouri legislature. I grew up in St. Louis, grew up on the South Side, lived in the 8th district, not just 2 neighborhoods over. Not only the bar in this neighborhood open concept until about July of next year. And a little known thing, my cousin actually was murdered in this neighborhood. When I was in the state legislature, he was over about a couple blocks from me. So a lot of history in this neighborhood for me and my family. And I really enjoy that you all are here tonight. If I ever neighborhood and be here for, even if it seems like something little, but it really means that you're organizing. That's much better than it was before 10 years ago and something like that.
On a good day.
Yes, I just think it was much better, because it's probably folks like you all. What we're doing in the recorder's office, number one, we are improving services for online services. First thing we've done in the past, when I became recorder D's in 2019, we had a website that was like circa 1995. That's like spinning word art on the website, our government website had that. Fast forward to 2025, we now have one of the top websites and government websites in the country. You can order your land deeds, marriage license, your birth record or your death record fully online. It'll be mailed to you. Something that you couldn't do 7 years ago, you can do today. So in the future, what's next to that is that we kind of have a funky user experience with the land deed order. If you go on, try to order your land deed, let me know what your experience is. That actually is a link to our software provider, and we're going to change that. In the next 6 months, we're building our own internal software. We're going to change the user experience and upgrade that user interface so that your land deed process is much better. We do have a third party for our birth records and death records and marriage license we don't have an issue with. But when you're looking at your land deeds, we're trying to improve that if you have been on the past. Next, if you come into the office, don't like online service, you want to see my pretty face, you want to come to City Hall. We've been upgraded the entire process in City Hall. Before I was recorder deeds, you have to go to a different office for the different subjects. So one land records is in one office, birth records is another office, marriage license apply for that in another office. And then when you have to pay for that, you have to go to another room called the cashier department, pay for that, bring a receipt back, and then receive your land record, marriage, and birth record. We totally changed that 5 years ago. We decided to put all the retail functions in one office called the Recorder's Assistance Center, where you can get all of that done in one room, and we have to train our employees to be good on all of those subjects. So now we've renovated the entire space of City Hall, so it looks more like a T-Mobile store. And it's comfortable, it's more futuristic. Before it'd be about 80% space for our employees and 20% space for you guys. Now we've flipped it to where it's 80% space for you all and 20% space for us. Have you been there? It's room 127. Room 127 in our called the Recorder's Assistance Center. Looks much nicer. Hope you guys so if you've been to City Hall, we hope you have a better experience than you had in the past. And the last thing, we're working on reducing property fraud. Property fraud is an issue with any reporter or clerk across the country. Because we tend to be more the librarian, or I use the thing like There's more than one way to skin a cat. We're not the cat skinners, we're the shelter for the land records. So, your lawyer, your title company, some individuals are really the skinners of the cat. There's so many different ways to file a deed, a warranty deed, a quitclaim deed, a beneficiary deed. Your lawyers are there to take care of that for you. But on our side, we found a better way to prevent some of the small fraud we receive in our office. We do about 5,000 transactions a month. Out of that, about one of them would sometimes have fraud. And what we found is that all of that 100% of those transactions came with in-person fraud for someone doing, walking in office and having either a fake notary, a fake deed, something that was in-person fraud. So since then, since the tornado, since May 16th, we have finally changed our office policy where we require that both parties be present when they're filing in-person deeds. When they come to our office, it has to be both parties present. And we have reduced that property fraud down to 0. We haven't had any incident fraud since May 16th. We use the tornado because a lot of people are afraid that there'll be some property fraud, and some of those have a good reason to move forward to be more stringent. We're already the most stringent office in the state. We're now doubly the most stringent office in the state. We are waiting for next session to get that into state law, to make our policy be codified in the state law that so our office will can point that state law anytime we have any kinds of files. So if you go through a title company, you're just fine. Go through an attorney, fine. But if you're walking in individual, it's important to know that you yourself, the grantee or the candy grantor, need to be present person transaction. Last thing.
I used your office, it was great. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. If you haven't yet, tried the property fraud alert, that's what that flyer is for. We're trying to do something much different than any other office in the country. Quite a few in the state have this function to where you can go on this website. It's through our software provider as well. Butler Industries, where you can sign up for an alert on your phone. If you sign up online, each time something changes on your property, you'll get an alert. If you did it yourself, and you'll get an alert when you enter a title company, you get an alert. If you get an alert and you didn't do anything, you know that it might be property in the fraud. This is not a preventive measure, it is a notification measure. It allows us for you to contact us and for us to get that information directly to the police department and folks in the federal government and in the Department of Justice. And then try to get you started on a process to get your property corrected. Honestly, most times it hasn't taken anything. It's just being able to allow us to get the legal things involved for us to correct it for you. And with that, if you have any questions about property fraud, about marriage license deficits, or just how we let our office do this, I'm here.
Wow. Cool. Any questions? Yeah.
Cool.
Notification system sounds pretty important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we're having both on notification and preventive measures by making things a little more.
Yeah, I'll sign up. That sounds important.
Awesome. And with no questions, I got some Chinese food waiting for me. Here, I'll see you in another meeting.
Yeah, sounds
Thank you,
good.
guys.
Thanks, Michael.
Yes.
Yeah, can I get,
He will not be here today. There's anything.
Safety concerns, we left messages.
It's
Pretty much every weekend down there in the park, there's a party and there's shootings.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff happening outside. I wonder if there's anything that's being done about it.
Okay.
Does
I think
we
you
have-
just missed Officer Walker. She was here.
Oh, okay, so I just get up. So
Yeah, if you just want to shoot me an email.
I think my boyfriend did, I don't think he heard anything back.
At Forest Park stuff, please.
Yeah.
I'll have to check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't there be a police back here on the weekend or even the camera thing? It's a things. I don't think we have to. Also, my tire got shot. I want to change my tire. There was a hole. I said, why is there a hole? The guy prepared to take me about bullets. This is what was in your tire. So that's from 2 weeks ago, and somebody was just randomly driving at 1 a.m. shooting open
Okay.
fire at night.
Okay.
So that's not. I think we can definitely do something better because there's absolutely zero surveillance or any kind of police presence in this area. So that's my 3 cents, and now
It's the what Officer Walker brought, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to events and news. We'll start off with guys, elections for the board are next month. Nominations to be on the board are due at the end of the meeting today. If you're interested in getting involved, making improvements to your neighborhood, helping set up these meetings to get people involved and interested and informed on what's happening, I definitely encourage you to nominate yourself. Currently, there is one confirmed nomination for member at large. Opportunities to be involved include the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. All positions are open for any resident to nominate themselves for. I've been serving as president for the past 6 years, and before that was the secretary. Started in 2019 after meeting a couple of people on the association board when they were hosting a neighborhood night out at Shoto Park. Had wanted to get more involved after moving back from living in KC for a little bit, and have enjoyed really serving as I can, as many other members over the years have. Cami was a former board member. She's definitely taken the reins on a lot of the projects you see out in the neighborhood, the one over there, the native plantings on Shoto Park. Mark has been involved, Evan. It's been a lot of people getting involved to make our neighborhood a better place. So if you have the slightest inclination to even learning a little bit more, please let me know at the end of the meeting and I can talk to you. Yeah, Brian.
If you want, that's what I'll do.
That makes two people interested for being member at large. I'll consider it.
If you do it all.
The president served 10 years ago, anyway.
Yeah.
Did we update the bylaws to say that?
No, if you are.
Happy to serve again, but also happy to let somebody else craft these meetings to be more productive or events to suit the neighborhood more. So, but I'll take that into consideration. I'm going to turn it over to Cami really quick. Included some photos of the work done across the street in Shoto Park with phase 2 of the native planting.
And it's a garden. You know, but yeah, I had a lot of great feedback. Whenever I worked on it, people on the basketball court, the playground, there, so.
Yeah.
And it'll need more watering for late summer, I mean, that's something. Then there's, what?
Water.
We either connect to the fire hydrant or house.
I'm just gonna put you on the spot if you want to talk about the next two.
Yeah, so we have care on the first Sunday of every month. And in the winter we meet at 10 a.m. Summer would be at 8 a.m. So November will be at 10 a.m. We'll just be mulching. And December 7th, we will be planting trees along the 4200 and 4300 blocks on whole packet. Using trees from Forest and Leaf, where anyone can order trees from Forest and Leaf. If they're being planted in a public space. So just FYI, if there's a public space where you want to plant trees, it's their project tree program. But yeah, planting 34 trees on 4,200 blocks commercial, will be lots of volunteers, it'll be at 1 p.m., so hopefully that's after church, if you want to go to church.
Check with forestry.
I have checked with forestry on that, and speaking of which, there were already requests on these blocks to plant trees, and our ward, each ward can only have 200 trees planted each year, and we have more than 200 requests. So the fact that we're doing this helps more trees get planted in our ward. And this is also the first year that every ward had requests for trees. I spoke to a new forestry person who doesn't have institutional knowledge. But yeah, so bringing it, so 1 p.m. No experience needed, dress with warm layers, as long as the ground is not frozen, you will be planting. Bring shovels if you have them, wheelbarrows, but we'll also have tools and gloves, so don't feel the pressure. If you don't have those, still come. If you want. And if you, or just walk by and say hi, it's the best. And hopefully we'll do volunteer tree planting every fall. But if you see any, there's a few blocks in our neighborhood that need trees. I chose these blocks because they have 6 foot wide tree lawns. A lot of blocks don't have such generous tree lawns. Yeah, and then we won't have an event in January, but so then February will be our next tree fair event, and that will be next today. And feel free to reach out to my emails there or the First Park Southeast Neighborhood Association email if you have questions. Then it's also involved with the first so.
Great. Cool. Any questions for Cami? No?
Oh, just another shout out about parking.
Yeah, second shout out.
Higher information about the tree planting and crowd on for kids or friends. No one's.
Yeah, I'll take some and post it around if like. This Saturday, we have our last monthly litter cleanup of the year. We've done about, looks like 8 of them since March. We meet every 4th Saturday at 10 a.m. at Manchester and Newstead, and we pick a different section of the neighborhood to pick up trash. It's always a good event to meet your neighbors and make an impact on the cleanliness of streets that we walk every day. All the tools are provided, gloves, bags, just need your hands or some grabbers. Yeah.
Yep.
Those work too.
Yep. Work well.
Hope to see you there. Also this Saturday, we have some leftover drinks from the Great Gathering the other month. So we'll be doing a little social gathering in Shoto Park. We'll bring the drinks. You bring the snacks. From 4 to 6 in the evening until it gets a little dark. You know, are we able to have like a little fire pit situation? I'll bring a fire pit and some fire. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a great time. 4 to 6, Shoto Park this Saturday, after the cleanup event. There's an electronic recycling event over on Kings Highway, 1640 Kings Highway, this Saturday as well. So when you're not picking up the trash, and when you're not having drinks with us, you're recycling electronics, right? This event is free for city residents. Just got to show your ID. There's a handful of things that are not accepted, like smoke detectors, glass lamps, light bulbs, fluorescent tubes, batteries, optical discs. Who has an optical disc anymore? I guess that's why you're recycling them. I don't know. I think everything that is listed here that's unacceptable is.
Yeah, some of it's like a small TVs and I think refrigerator.
Yeah.
Says no batteries.
Alkaline batteries. No alkaline batteries. I don't make the rules. That's from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So maybe before he gets the cleanup would be a great idea.
I do a shout out for the exchange. If anyone does have old CDs that want to get rid of, or if you have CDs that your CD broke and you need a new player, or you need a VHS player, the record exchange on Hampton, I convert is incredible. We have so many used electronic equipment, speakers. They take their donated CDs, you can buy CDs, VHS, and so it's a great Saturday afternoon. Like, just go and find an LP or find an old record player and just kind of set it up. It's like stepping back in time.
Are you a collector?
I have a few of them. Oh, I'm old enough, I don't have to.
You just hoard, right? That's all the events and news that I have. Again, if you're interested in joining the board, yeah.
Is there any, just one?
I do not have any information on that.
Yes, it's not public yet, but they are in another location in the city and they're not moving, they're expanding. And they're building out space, as well. So I'm not sure when the opening will be, but they gotta go through all their. I can't, it's embargoed.
But are you saying that they're gonna now stay?
No.
A new restaurant.
That's already existing.
Okay,
Hmm.
but they could stay here too. Have two sites. You should
Yeah, I
tell
don't
them.
think. She wanted to. They do, they're not breakfast forward, but they do plan to offer some kind of breakfast.
Hmm.
Gillies.
I know.
Just, what does it rhyme with?
Cool. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? Interest in being on the board, please. Thanking you. Guys,
You did a great job, man.
thanks, but
He needs bottles of wine.
I'll accept bottles of wine. All right. Great. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, next meeting, November 18th, last meeting of the year. We don't meet in December. It is the meeting in which we vote on the next board. If you have any questions, thoughts, concerns in the meantime, you can always shoot us an email. Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Do you have
See you guys.
with you from the people, or do you want me to pop by? Or I can grab from you Saturday.